Star Trek Discovery has introduced a number of new ideas, species, and technologies into Gene Roddenberry's vast, ever-expanding universe. In its fourth season, it also introduced a destructive anomaly that would serve as the main source of conflict in this outing. The existence of the anomaly is technically not a spoiler because it was teased in the Season 4 trailer, but beware of spoilers ahead. In 3190, a large gravitational anomaly appeared in the Milky Way. It was initially thought to be a natural phenomenon, though this theory was later altered after more data was gathered on its movement, and was dubbed Dark Matter Anomaly, DMA for short, by Commander Paul Stamets of Starfleet. The anomaly measured 5 light-years in diameter and exhibited characteristics like a gravity well and gravitational distortions that could be attributed to a wormhole. It was extremely destructive, causing catastrophic gravitational shearing to any object within 12 astronomical units of its ergosphere, and leaving toxic byproducts in its wake. The accretion cloud surrounding the anomaly was made of debris from its past destruction and a massive amount of dark matter, hence the name. The DMA first appeared in the opening episode of Discovery's 4th season, where it destroyed both Quaishon and its moon, as well as Deep Space Repair Beta 6. Based on its observed movement, it was projected to enter the Riscott system next, however, it changed course instead. Discovery gathered as much data as it could on the anomaly with the assistance of Cleveland Booker in an attempt to learn what it was and where it was headed. Book and Commander Stamets went to the Navarre Science Institute to get some help in this endeavor and emerged with the knowledge that the anomaly was not a pair of binary black holes merging or a primordial wormhole as previously hypothesized. Around this time is when the term dark matter anomaly is first used in reference to the destructive force. Later, while being observed by Starfleet and Navarre, the DMA exhibited some rather unusual characteristics that revealed its true nature as an artificial construct. It had been moving through the Venari sector before it abruptly disappeared and reappeared 1,000 light-years away. With this move, it was on course to collide with the Radvec chain, prompting Discovery to evacuate the colony. With the realization that the DMA was created by another life form, the Federation officially designated unknown species 10C as its creators. Back at Federation HQ, the Federation and its allies, both member and non-member worlds, have a summit to discuss how to deal with the DMA. A Ryzian scientist named Ruon Tarka presented a plan to destroy the control module of the DMA using an isolytic burst, which was outlawed, though the delegates voted against this measure due to its danger. Destroying the DMA in this way could render warp travel impossible in that area of space, as well as potentially inviting forceful retaliation from the 10C, whom the delegates voted to make peaceful first contact with. Despite this, Tarka was insistent on seeing his plan through and enlisted Book's help, promising that the DMA's power source might be powerful enough to allow for crossing into an alternate universe with an intact Quaishon. Book and Tarka stole the prototype's 2nd-gen spore drive and escaped in Book's ship. Discovery chased after the two fugitives but was ultimately unsuccessful in capturing them. During this time, Commander Stamets and Captain Saru had been studying the data and revealed the location of the 10C's homeworld. It turns out the 10C were an extragalactic species, and their homeworld was surrounded by a giant field of unknown make. Discovery also learned, with the help of Zora, that all the locations the DMA had visited were devoid of boronite. This information led to the revelation that the DMA was essentially just the 10C's mining equipment. Returning to the fugitives, Book did finally have a change of heart and decided to stand down from the plan to destroy the DMA. Despite this, Tarka refused to back down and did end up destroying the DMA according to his plan. In doing so, he learned that the DMA was controlled remotely and that its power source was on the other side of its wormhole. Not long after the destruction, a second DMA appeared in the same location as the first and proved to be much more powerful with a greater movement speed. After transporting again, the DMA was now projected to impact Navarre and the Sol system. While the Federation summoned all its resources in a desperate evacuation attempt for Earth and Titan, Discovery and a group of delegates from allied systems set out to make contact with the 10C. They had learned that the 10C homeworld lay outside of the galactic barrier and that the mined boronite was being used to maintain a hyperfield around this home. After leaving the Milky Way, Discovery found the 10C's original homeworld and learned of the cataclysm that had devastated it. This gave important context to the hyperfield and by extension the DMA, which was used in communication with them. After learning the DMA was harming other sentient life, they pledged to only use it in uninhabited systems, though Book disagreed and insisted it be disabled completely due to its toxic byproducts. The 10C were reluctant to abandon their hyperfield, given the past cataclysm they endured, but ultimately agreed and pledged to assist in cleanup efforts. As a final show of goodwill, they used the DMA wormhole one final time to return Discovery to Earth before shutting the device down completely. So, what is the DMA? Mining equipment. Yep, an enormous, interstellar, and technically intergalactic version of this guy. A mobile black hole made for strip mining entire planets. It was employed by unknown species 10C to gather boronite, which was then used in maintaining the hyperfield they had constructed around their new home. Since it was an artificial creation, the 10C had full control over the DMA and its direction, and they agreed to cease its use after learning it was harming other sentient life. Let me know if I missed anything, or if you have any suggestions of other media I should cover. Just don't start a fight in my comments. Please like the video if you enjoyed, and join the family if you want to see more nerdy shit. Remember, love recklessly. Start with yourself.